won't move. There's the cursor. Then there's my keyboard. Power cord goes along here, down here, under here. This is it. It's plugged in here. Is it that I'm not trying, or is it that I'm having electronic issues? I've got important calls I need to make. They do need to be recorded, and it's unfortunate. The library is not an appropriate place to be trying to turn in rapists and murderers. People bring their children here. But you guys aren't going to do anything about it. It's not entertaining like Johnny Depp. The unfortunate fact of the matter is the death of Natalie Bollinger and the cult following, the hundreds of YouTube channels and websites and all of that exists. And it's all spreading the same slander, stuff that you don't care who is harmed. You just spread that slander because it was entertaining, because it was fun, it was interactive. I mean, here you had a perfect victim you could play around with like a cat and mouse. Am I able to make the phone calls that I'm able to make and actually record them now? No, absolutely not. However, I found out that the newspaper here is over by the Department of Motor Vehicles, so I got enough charge on my phone at least to go over there and make sure that it's recorded that I'm trying to take it to the media. Again, people say, did you try the media? Yes, I did. They're blackballing me. Of course, they spread a lot of slander about me as if it were fact. And of course, there's lots of people who are aware that it was slander that just never spoke up. They never wrote a police report. Nothing. Laura Nelson once spoke with the sheriff. Or rather, she claimed she did. I want to believe her. And of course, my computer doesn't even want to stay on. There it goes. I had to use this mouse here. However, this mouse here does not make the keyboard work. My mouse worked a couple of minutes ago. Now it's not. Yeah, sure, I totally chose for my computer to not work. I totally chose for mandated reporters not to do their jobs. I really did ask for Natalie Marie Bollinger and her friends to stalk me and threaten me and call me all sorts of fucked up names for over a year before she was shot in the head. Oh yeah, sure, I totally deserved all of that because she fucking lied. Meanwhile, the police, the public, nobody cared to actually look at the evidence. What they wanted is a sensationalism. Here they were. We got all these people called mentally ill who are going running around shooting people. And so when you call me mentally ill, you guys want to project onto me the crimes committed by others and justify it by calling me mentally ill. Oh, well, you didn't actually commit those crimes, but you probably will because you're mentally ill. No. You see, we're talking about over a 40-to-1 ratio. When you call somebody mentally ill, you're talking about over a 40-to-1 ratio of assaults against the disabled person. We're not just talking about physical. For every 40 times that a disabled person is assaulted there is one assault by a disabled person against someone else. That's pretty significant. Some places they claim it's a 12-to-1 ratio. That's still pretty significant in favor of the disabled people. Of course, meanwhile, you guys want to pretend we're all violent schizophrenics. Let's look at the DSM-5, Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. All right, now let's look this stuff up. There's a whole bunch in here. This is a whole book. Now let's see, how many of these are actually schizophrenia? Let's see, this is the DSM-5. This is the book of mental illnesses. This here is why the term mentally ill is inappropriate. Academic or educational problem. Is that schizophrenia? No, it's not. Acculturation difficulty. Is that schizophrenia? No, it's not. Acute stress disorder. Adjustment disorders. Are those schizophrenia? No, they're not. With anxiety. Also not schizophrenia. With depressed mood. Also not schizophrenia. With disturbance of conduct. Also not schizophrenia. With mixed anxiety and depressed mood. Also not schizophrenia. With mixed disturbance of emotions and conduct unspecified. Also not schizophrenia. Adult antisocial behavior, also not schizophrenia. Adult onset fluency disorder. Adult physical abuse by non-spouse, non-partner confirmed, also not schizophrenia. But it is what people who are called mentally ill have to deal with. This is right here, this is in our favor, but it's ignored because mentally ill means schizophrenic to you people. Mentally ill means that a person who has post-traumatic stress disorder is mentally ill. If they have post-traumatic stress disorder from being raped, well, they can be discredited because they're mentally ill. They did not use any diagnosis through any of this. They used very generally the term mentally ill until months and months and months of abuse and me trying to get help with abuse and being blackballed by the media and being threatened, harassed, and assaulted by officers who I was trying to turn in. Well, yeah, not happy about it. Let's see. Adult onset fluency disorder, adult physical abuse by non-spouse or non-partner confirmed, initial encounter, subsequent encounter, adult physical abuse by non-spouse, non-partner, subjected, initial encounter, subsequent encounter, adult psychological abuse by non-spouse or non-partner confirmed, initial encounter, subsequent encounter. This is the alphabetical listing of DSM-5 diagnosis and codes. Now, I'm not sure if you're noticing, here's adult sexual abuse by non-spouse or non-partner confirmed. Initial encounter, subsequent encounter, adult sexual abuse by non-spouse, non-partner specified. Initial encounter, subsequent encounter. Agoraphobia, alcohol-induced anxiety disorder, with mild use disorder, with moderate or severe use disorder, without use disorder, alcohol-induced bipolar and related disorders. See, that thing I've been telling you. Most of these people that are disorders are brought on by drugs and alcohol. Mine weren't. Now, the medications that I was put on as a child did give me many, many things that once I was off those medications, I did a lot better. Anyway, obviously I won't be able to get my computer to work. I gotta buy a new keyboard. I don't have the money for it, so again, it's not like I'm trying. I don't have a safe place to do it. I don't have a safe place to work on it. I don't have any actual help in person. And other than Juan Santana really never have, because none of these people actually helped with the one thing that would have helped. Come forward. And yes, that entails more than just typing a sentence on a slanderous post about me. That means more than ignoring me and then posting up one post that you grabbed off my Facebook. You just pick one at random and post it up and see I helped, see I helped. Oh, fuck you, Frankie. Anyway, I gotta find a way to kill myself.